set up. She helped me set up most of it. And then I log like like 500 or a little bit less films into it from the past 3 to 4 years or something. And then it start like logging all the films from that point on. Um, like last year's and this year's films. I watched several movies already this year. Um, and in the past, I actually use a different app that's called TV Time, and I really like that one. I think it has a better looking app, and I believe it's ad free, and it's more like for tracking your TV shows than movies. But it also gives you like the things that Letterboxd um, charge you to do, like your stats. It gives you graphics and different metrics, and I think that's really fun. It's called TV Time. But well, Letterboxd is mostly, or I only use it for movies, but some people also put on shows in there. I don't do it because I think it might mess up with like the count of movies, because they count like seasons. Like I think they count the season as a whole movie, and I don't really like that measurement. Anyways, um, my favorite movies that I had right now, and this hadn't not changed in the last, I will say, 5 years, are Little Miss Sunshine, The Lobster, Saving Face, and Shark 2. And this is because I it depends on which one is which I told one of this depends on who is asking what is your favorite movie. Sometimes when I like want to say like something that it's maybe people are more familiar with, I said Shrek 2 because it's a really good movie, even though many people will think it's for kids. It's well crafted, well scripted, and the music is great. I don't know, it's a really good movie even if you're an adult. Obviously, I watched it as a kid because it came out in 2004 and I'm in my 20s, so I was in that age when it came out, but I really enjoyed it, and I enjoy it more later because I rewatched it several times. And the first one is really good, but I think the second one is better. And later, they weren't as great, but they were really fun. Anyways, the other sequels to Shrek, but I think the second one is the best of all of them. And then, uh, for many years, I thought that Little Miss Sunshine was my favorite movie. It's a dramedy about a somewhat dysfunctional family. They go into a road trip to help the youngest in the family to achieve dream of hers, a goal of hers, that it's going to like this beauty pageant, I think, called Little Miss Sunshine, and they are not really like into her doing this, but um, she wants to do it anyways, and this like makes the family go through some things, and it's a really fun movie, but it gets kind of dark sometimes. And yeah, it's about like the bond of the family and the things they go through. And and I really like that film. It's nothing too grand or spectacular, but I don't know, it touched something in me that I really enjoyed, and I keep liking it. I want to rewatch all of these films because it's been a long time since I rewatched any of them. Because I'm trying to watch new movies for me that I haven't watched in the past. So that's what I keep doing, and it's weird when I rewatch something. Um, so I might rewatch this for in the near future. Okay. Um, the next one it's The Lobster by Yorgos Lanthimos. He is a Greek director. His most popular film might be The Favorite, and his most recent ones are Poor Things, that had a lot of Oscar buzz last year. And last year's he made Kinds of Kindness. Those are like weird, also like dark comedy films, and they're not for everyone. I won't recommend those films to everyone. But I enjoyed most of his filmography. But my favorite one is this one, The Lobster. That it's about um, near future, like a dystopic future, where if you are a single person of a certain age, you have to have a partner, like being a couple. Because if you don't, you have to go into like a kind of retreat where you have to find one. Um, and if you are like not in a couple partnered by the time you're done with the retreat, they turn you into an animal of your choosing. So the movie it's called The Lobster because the protagonist that it's played by Colin Farrell wants to turn into a lobster. And there's many great actors in this film. I don't remember many of them right now, but it's funny at times. It's sad. It's kind of gruesome, also like most of Yorgos films. But I don't know. But this story really talked to me because I don't remember exactly why, but it's been on my favorite films from quite some time. And also like many film pros really like when you give that answer. If you like this film, that's if you like this snobby people who like film, I give that as an answer, like my favorite movie, oh, The Lobster. And my final fourth movie in my favorite top four in Letterboxd is a romantic comedy from 2004. It's called Saving Face. This is a film about a daughter and start dating, but none of the people around them know they're dating because they're both women, they're lesbian, and the people around them are like more traditional, and they think they won't like the idea of them dating, so they keep it a secret, and some things happen, and it's fun, but it's also at times touching and sad because of their circumstances. But the movie, it's not only about that, it's also about the dynamics between the mother and the daughter and how they interact and how they get along. Um, and also like the subplot of the movie, the B plot of the movie. It's about the mom and her like romantic and the worst. And I don't know, but it's one of my favorite movies. Not because it's like a great cinematographic achievement, but the story it's really nice, and they don't make movies like that anymore. Like the early 2000s rom-coms, they're really something, and I have watched I think all of them already. And yeah, that one it's my favorite from that genre. In my um, this year I have watched 25 films already because I had um, both a Prime trial, a free trial, and a movie. With that movie, it's the up upstreaming that has like more like lesser known films, but they're pretty like curator picks and stuff. So most of them are pretty solid picks. If you don't know what to watch, they have really great selection of movies. And so that's why I have so many movies this year, because I took advantage of my free trial, and I used it as much as I possibly could. Uh, and yeah, some films that I watched for the first time, even though they're really like popular, are Seven. Well, this I watched in IMAX in the movie theater because they re-released it in IMAX. It's it's great. I don't know what I was waiting for, but I really liked the experience of watching it in the movie theater. So um, it was worth the wait. And um, I've been watching also a lot of the movies that I thought might be nominated for Oscars. And yeah, and now I have watched all of the movies nominated for Oscars. Now that the nominations are out, I realize I have watched every single one of them. But some the, of the movies that got snubbed, I really enjoyed, and one of them is The Last Showgirl. That I really enjoyed that movie, and I didn't know anything about it, only the title and that the main character is played by Pamela Anderson, and that's all I knew about it. I didn't even watch a trailer or anything, and I was so surprised about all the actors that were in there, and I didn't know they were in the film, and they did a really great job. So if you are interested in watching that movie, Going Blind, nice looking film and also more profound than you might think. Also, I watch these ones are nominated for awards, especially Oscars. The Brutalist, almost 4 hours long movie. I enjoyed most of it. I thought that some things weren't as solid as they were going to be because maybe my expectations were really high because all the hype it's getting in the internet by critics and by awards. But it's a good movie. I I don't know what I was expecting the story goes because I'm trying to go um blind into most of the movies. I don't like to watch trailers because it gets predictable and I don't want to have anything in mind or know where things are going or expecting something because it's not fun like to have your mind being thinking doing been thinking about other things that it's not like in the film at the time. Also, I think that this is a more interesting or creative film. It's called Nickel Boys. I also heard a lot of things about this movie, a lot of good things, and yeah, I didn't know anything about it. Just that people were saying great things. um, in the film, it's made from like the point of view from the protagonist. Like you are literally getting in his shoes to, to do this. Like if he's looking at something, you are only watching that. Even if someone like it's talking to him, I think it's really interesting that um, choice of a movie because of it makes sense at the end why they took that as a creative choice, and I think it paid off. So if you are interested in watching these like award movies, I think Nickel Boys it's a good one, even though it has not as many nominations as the other ones. Um, I also watch Hard Truths. Hard Truths. This is an British film, and I don't remember if it got any nominations really. But the main actor, the actress, it's really, really good. It isn't like the most entertaining film, but I think it's like really real. It like makes you feel uncomfortable, and I like when films do that. Like not just uncomfortable, but they make you feel things. They don't leave you indifferent for the characters, and I really enjoy that about it. I don't really would recommend this film to everyone because it's like a slice of life type of film that is not like very structured in a way but you have a clear beginning or storyline in a clear ending. So if you don't enjoy those type of stories, don't watch it. But I really like it. Other two films that I really enjoyed, but they're not. Well, one of these has an Oscar nomination, but they're more fun. Oh, one more Williams from also from England, and I really like his music. He is very popular all over the world, except in the US for some reason. So people were saying that nobody cares about this biopic because nobody knows him in the US, and the rest of the world is like, we all love Robbie Williams. And I really enjoy his songs. Um, they don't have as many songs as I was hoping. They have really cool ones, but they don't have like many impact in their film because it's also a lot about his life experience. So it's very touching, and I think that the choice they made about making him a monkey was a great one because it gets heavy at times and it will be like more obscure or dark. Uh, that's the right word. It will get more dark if it was just like a human Robbie Williams. Yeah, so I think it was a great choice to turn him into a monkey. And other film that I watched a couple of weeks ago, actually in an early screening, was One of Them Days. It's one like it's a comedy about two friends that are trying to um, get some things done, and they're going to so many things in one day. It's so fun and they stress you out so much. But Kiki Palmer, it's like I miss her as like doing more acting stuff. Yeah. Um, and Sisa was really good also. And I have limited time right now, so I will make this quick. Movies that I watch also recently that I think they need more recognition. It's The Seed of the Sacred Fig. The Seed of the Sacred Fig. It's a movie about um, the the society in Iran and how women are treated, and yeah, it's about politics, but most how people live through this protest, and yeah, all this. It's hard to describe because these things in the movie go mostly in the background, but they're living through it. And if you had experienced living through these important changes in society, it feels like that. It feels very real in the movie, what they're going through. And this is because actually this movie was filmed in secret. Um, and later, the maker, the director, was, um, I think, detained or something by the government because of it. And this is why this movie it is going through awards and stuff with Germany as a German movie and not an Iranian movie because of that, because of censorship. And like I said, it was made in secret, and that's really powerful because it's also really well made, and it uses resources like news, like social media, phone recordings, and things like that. And yeah, I think it's a movie that more people need to be talking about and watching it. I think it But yeah, hopefully more people get to know this part of this history about this movie. Also,